Hey, yo, board player, how's it going, man? Welcome back. And hey, Inuka, 8100, welcome to the stream, man. Okay, don't have much time, so gotta get around to doing these real quick. Okay, I still have notorious hunts to do. Finale dance shoes. I assume that was you, board player. So thanks in advance, dude. Thanks so much for the 3 battle passes. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold up. That just reminded me. Hold on, let me exit combat real quick. That just reminded me, because I totally forgot for all this time out. I'm pretty sure it's still up, but let me check. Yeah, it's still up. Holy fuck. It, ends in 3 days. Well, that was close. But yeah, board player, I assume that was you. That sent me those 3 battle passes. But, much appreciated, dude. And yeah, that just reminded me that, I hadn't bought, Nangong's, skin yet, and when I saw that, I was like, when I saw the monochromes out, I was immediately like, wait a minute, I didn't buy Nangong's outfit yet, while it's still got its discount, so perhaps either way though, thank you. I meant to buy it on my own, but I always forgot. I kept constantly forgetting about it because I've been just so busy these days between obviously, you know, fucking door dashing and I've been ramping up my my video production too. I got like 3 videos out in like the past week, which is a fucking record for me at this point. But yeah, thanks so much, dude. Appreciate it. Also, that reminded me to switch out my Astra for my Yuzua. See how much better this team is with her. Hey, yo, student, welcome back. Only a short stream for today, in case you're wondering.
柳破竹のごとしやっ耐えてみせる攻撃特攻時間の無駄です。無意味なあがきです。待たせたね柳心身一年終わりだ。勝利を上となし
Surprising. They'd be
動
dead
乱
by
は
now.
これに次ぐ
With Astra, they'd be dead with that combo right there, but I guess not. Only skin you haven't bought is Arias, and only skin you don't have are Astras and Elenzia. Hey, yo, man, welcome back. First, I thought I had an LA Lakers shirt on. Oh, yeah, because of the purple. Yeah, the purple is like the exact same shade of the LA Lakers purple, huh? I mean, I have been watching their finals run. Well, you know, just through highlights because I don't have cable TV. But yeah, no, they beat the Rockets, which is pretty cool. People thought that they weren't able to beat the Rockets. So I was
柳私がやるそろそろ怒りますね終わりだ行くし
Hey, yo, Finkel, welcome back, dude. Yeah. Your Wawa pulls suck ballsack noodle too? Oh, just like me. Just like mine. Honey Apple Chris, thanks so much for the 303, so man. Welcome back. Appreciate it, dude. Welcome, welcome. Hope you had a good weekend so far, or hope you have a good weekend so far. Double soft, basically triple soft pity for everything. Yeah, the only saving grace I got was an early weapon, but that's pretty much it. Hey, Julian. What up, man? Do you still play CZN? Yes, but it's kind of on my... It's not kind of. It is on my shit list right now. So, I don't feel obligated to play it on stream anytime soon. Yanagi and Sisia? What the fuck? Excuse me? Well, since they're telling me to take Sisia here, I'm assuming I'll have to bring Astra. Speaking of which, where is she? Oh, she's all the way up here. It's like the game knew. Oh yeah, they're right. They're both electric. So, well, they're all electric except for Arena. Hey, Omni stuff. It's pretty late over you over there. But, hey, thanks for stopping by. Why? Why is season on my shit list? Oh, basically I got scared. Hyde Murray pulls were absolutely awful. I spent pulls on her limited partner banner without realizing you could just buy her from the shop. So that pissed me off. That made me waste 3 multis, which was the rest of the multis I had. So if I had more gems, I would have actually wasted even more pulls. And as the third strikeout, I mean, I assume you play CZN, so you should know about the 20 reroll banner, right? Well, I did my 20 multis. My client soft locked, so I had to close the client. But when I loaded back in, the game was like, oh, you decided to get Hugo, right? Because I'm assuming I don't remember what my last multi for that banner was. I assume it was Hugo because I'm pretty sure I didn't have an E1 Hugo before, but now I do. Or in other words, basically, I think what happened was after the game soft locked on my ass, when I exited out, I'm assuming something happened where the game thought, oh, I selected Hugo instead of the Renoa that I wanted to pick instead. And I don't think you could select like a save file that you had like just early. Like I didn't see. I tried to because I didn't bother. I didn't want to do the last multi anyway. But I'm pretty sure there wasn't an option where it's like, oh, you can just if you got what you wanted, then here, just, then yeah, we'll just give you your save file that you wanted right away. So I had to do the last multi, but when I did it, the game soft locked, bugged out, and it gave me fucking Hugo. I'm pretty sure because I sure as fuck don't have a Renoa or not even a Luke, which is the other character that I got that I don't have yet. So if I didn't get Renoa, then at least I would have gotten a new character in Luke. But, no, the game was like, no, you picked a Hugo, right? A character you already fucking have? And since the fucking reroll banner is gone now, after it just goes away after you do all 20 rerolls, I can't check to see what I got to confirm, oh yeah, the game did give me Hugo on accident, or like because of that or some shit like that. So, yeah, no, fuck CCN. Fucking piece of fucking dog shit Korean ass gacha game. Maybe Smilegate should try their hand at making another dog shit Korean MMO next. Alright, we get the free selector, yeah. Yes, we do. Maybe Smilegate can learn a thing or two from that. Fucking cocksucking little bitches. Yeah, speaking of a cocksucking little bitch. Also, hey, Zetra, welcome back. Finished watching my NT video yesterday. Hey, thanks for watching, dude. And he started getting a lot of clickbait gacha CCs, or a lot of clickbait videos from a lot of other dog shit gacha CCs. And usually when something like don't play NTE, it's trash. Fucking spawn of the devil. And by devil, I mean Saint Tontus. Or Tectone, whichever you want, whichever you prefer. Also, just having to go 3 hours in a main quest of just to build Hiyuki is fucked in the head. Oh, really? Thank God I didn't start the main quest then. Because, yeah, my own Hiyuki is still stuck at, like, level fucking 40 or 60 or something. Cause yeah, I still need to unlock the new area to start farming or fucking flowers or some shit. Guess I won't do that until later. Guess I'll just keep building Sanhua and maybe start building out my rovers while I'm waiting for a good time to start doing the fucking story quest or something. Never played Deadass on Zenless? You mean this cycle? Yeah, I don't think I have either. I think I'm gonna have to do it too, or something. The only NT video that, aside from mine that you saw, came from a racing game. I mean, it makes sense. NT is, I mean, I'm sure you know about NT by now, Omni stuff, right? I mean, you watched my video on it too, so. But yeah, it's like a GTA clone. It's like if you turn Genshin into a GTA clone, it's kind of what you get. You turn Genshin into a GTA clone, but you give it Wuwa's most of Wuwa's combat mechanics, and that's basically NTE. You can do street races and shit. I wonder if you can like do PvP races against other players. That'd be kind of cool. Assuming, of course, that there's no pay to win aspect to it. I don't know. Maybe I'm sure GTA Online probably had a lot of pay to win features though. But either way. But yeah, no. Like considering it's a GTA clone, or it has the spirit of a GTA clone, and then like cars and like vehicle gameplay is like a big part of it. Yeah, no, I'm not surprised that a racing game YouTuber decided to make a video about it. I mean, granted, he was probably sponsored to play it, but still, like it at least makes sense. Oh, as in you've never done Deadass ever? Oh god. I mean, technically it's not all that important, but... NT graphics are insane, like they're really beautiful. I mean, they look really nice, yeah. I think their environmental graphics, if that's even a thing, are very crisp. More importantly, I'm way more impressed with NTE's optimization personally. Kind of puts Wuthering Waves into a fucking trash bin if I'm gonna be honest. You like how vibrant the game looks? Yeah, exactly. That's the reason why I prefer Genshin's look or visuals over Wuwa's, because Genshin's visuals are a lot more vibrant, like you say. Compared to other UE4 or 5 games, looks very lively and not as grainy. Yeah, Wuwa's got that issue where, yeah, because it's on UE4, yeah, it also has a slight problem with like visuals looking kind of grainy, yeah, like you say. How big is NT's raw file size? 50 gigs on PC, or exactly like 51.8 last time I checked. Same goes to PlayStation 2. That's good. You wish NT had a real run button? I will say yes. I do agree that the sprint speed for characters in NT is a little slow. If they increase the sprint speed in the game by like 20%, I think it'd be good, or I think it'd be fine. Don't tell the clown the Kurobots, I know, right? Would you say visually... Sorry, that's slow. Would you say visually that you like NT better over, WoW visuals? Yes. Yes, I do. NT's visuals are way more comfy. And while you could argue, like, in specific areas of WoW, that, like, oh, WoW looks more beautiful or something like that, like, you know, if you prefer, like, more beautiful scenery, then, you know, sure, go for it. But I personally prefer NT's visuals already. Oh, and also, before I forget, WoW looks okay now. Like, it's acceptable to me now, only because they put in a color filter, at around, like, 2.0, I think. I think around 2.0 last year, they gave us a color filter. So, like, I have to change WoW's visuals just to get it to look how I want it to. And even then, that color filter is not perfect because, whenever you do certain actions, like, go to your character selection, or, like, your character menu in WoW, or, like, I don't know, you enter a dungeon or a domain or something like that, like, basically during, like, a loading screen, the game, for some reason, disables your color filter. So it goes back to looking all washed out and gray-ass bullshit like it normally does. I don't know why it does that, but I guess it's only a color filter, so it can only do so many things. It can only do so much. Whereas with NTE, now I ain't got to change any graphics at all. Just set it on high, or set the overall graphics package at, like, what, ultra high or whatever, and it just looks good, right? I don't have to mess with, like, a fucking filter just to get the game to look how I want it to. $50 gigs is very reasonable, almost small for this kind of game. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure, dude. Especially on an Unreal game, a UE5 game. People need to learn that visuals do not equal graphical fidelity. I mean, as long as the game itself is fun, like, I have a lot of tolerance for, like, how games look. I mean, these days you can tell a lot from a gamer, depending on how much they bitch about, you know, graphics in a video game. Also, did I see a 3.0 trailer? No, but I'm aware they're starting to, they've started to drip market her. She's finally here. Yeah, apparently she's got huge tits, too. The way I know is that Zenless Twitter has been going off the deep end yet again, over, oh my god, Sunbringers, she lost so much aura because she shows titties now. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry, Finkel. I know. Boy, howdy, do I know. Fucking absolute tourist retards. Maybe they ought to get dropped on the head a couple more times, and maybe that'll fix their fucking autism. Feels good being a target audience. Like, bro, it's so hard not to bust out the fucking target audience argument, bro. But like, seeing all those fucking absolute knuckle draggers on Twitter fucking bitching and moaning about bad character design this, bad character design that. Like, holy fuck, dude. maybe the fucking gatekeep your hobbies people were right after all. Also, hey Rio Gen, welcome to the stream. Can you ask who's better to get, Lucia's weapon or Promea? That's a good question actually. Hold up. Because if I recall correctly, let me look up Lucia's weapon choices on Pridwin. Weeping Cradle. Oh, wait a minute. I think I have a copy of Weeping Cradle now. Because I think I randomly got a copy of Weeping Cradle from a recent Standard Banner pull that I did. I'm going to have to check. I'm going to have to check to see if I have a spare Weeping Cradle. I was wondering, like, who I would even use it on, but... Huh. I guess Lucia can use it. Interesting. Anyways. Lucia is weird in terms of her weapon options because, yeah... you might already know this. You might already have an idea of this, but yeah, no, like she only has like what four options that like make sense, and even her 4-star, even her A rank options are kind of hard to get. Like I guess you can get like one copy of Kaboom, but like S5 Kaboom, like and Kaboom is who is it? Lucy's signature. So that means that you have to pull it from Gacha, and if you don't pull on Weapon Gacha a lot, then yeah, especially not during a raid up, then yeah, it's kind of hard to get. It's kind of hard to get a lot of copies of it. And then her other option is Unfettered Game Ball, but Game Ball is Battle Pass, so... It's like you have to spend 5 Battle Passes just to get an S5 Game Ball. So it's either her signature weapon or Promea. Normally, the default answer is to go for a new character, because having more characters is always a good thing. Because, like, you know, you can't really use weapons without a character. So typically speaking, and you can always get a weapon, even if it's not the best one on them. But, I would still say Promea anyway, because we know that Hoyo is gonna start shilling the wind element going to 3.0, and I'm pretty sure Promea supports wind, or she buffs wind characters. So if you want to invest into the future, wind meta, then Promea would probably be the right call. Also the whole, like I said earlier, just earlier, the whole like, oh, having more characters is always better than having more weapons. But if you're like a big fan of Lucia, like she's your waifu or something, then I would still consider getting her weapon anyway, even despite, you know, Promea showing it, because one, you know, you play gacha games for your favorite characters, so if Lucia is your waifu or something like that, then, you know, consider that. Also, Lucia is still our premier Rupture support. So, and it's not like Rupture characters are going to be weak, or unless they give us enemies in the next patch that deliberately debuff, that deliberately nerf Rupture characters. Like they give us enemies that are like insanely high HP. You know, HP inflation. Oh my god. But, like, for some reason, like, wind characters can deal with them really easily. That's the only way that I can see them nerfing Rupture characters, I think. So, barring that, Rupture characters, at least on paper, should still be very good. Like, they should still be very strong going into, even going to 3.0. So like investing more into your Lucia isn't really a bad idea. It's just the question is, will they nerf Rupture characters so that people will pull for the wind characters. And even that doesn't make sense either, because you can have a wind rupture character, because this is a new element that they're introducing, not a class. And obviously you can have, you know, a combination of element and class. So again, you know, what if the game gives you what if the game gives us an S rank, a limited S rank wind rupture character in the future? Then what? Then in that case, if you got a pretty blinged out Lucia, then yeah, that just makes sense. But I would still give the favor to Promea, again, because more characters, and we know that, you know, they're gonna shill win characters. So I would advise Promea, but again, it's your you know, polychromes, it's your gems. You do what you have the final call at the end of the day. But I will recommend Promea. So hopefully that helps. How long do dailies take in this game? Not very long, maybe like 10-15 minutes, not even. If you know your routine, then you can get it done very quickly. I typically get it done like if I'm really fast, I can get it done in like 5 minutes or so. What a good explanation. Hey, appreciate it. Yeah, I like explaining stuff to people, because, you know, a lot of other content creators out there absolutely fucking suck at explaining things properly to people, especially when they really, you know, when they were actually genuinely asking a question. So yeah, thanks for thinking that my explanation was actually good. Appreciate it. But yeah, hope that helps. With that, just decided to save and wait for Promea. Then yeah, no problem. Yeah, typically in gacha games, not just Zenless, but in gacha games in general, the basic rule of thumb is to always go for characters over weapons, because you'll always have an option for weapons, even if, again, they're not the most ideal. But if you don't have a character to use if you decide to go for a weapon, but you don't have a character to use it on, then, you know, it's kind of a bro moment. Because, like, obviously you can't use a weapon if you don't have a character, right? But to be fair, in your case, it's not like you need to worry about that too much, because again, you already have Lucia. And your question was, oh, do I go for her weapon? So in that case, that didn't really apply to be. That wasn't really relevant, to be fair. Not like you had to worry about not being able to use Lucia's weapon or something. But yeah, no. Just given what I know about Zenless, given how Zenless and all these other big gacha games so far, when it comes to meta, they always have like phases or like cycles of things that they like to prefer. I mean, we call that a meta for a reason, right? Yeah, I figure, in my humble opinion, yeah, I think saving for Promea is probably the correct call. But that is just my opinion. Tepe's, do I remember what he's like? Tepe's Typhon Slugger. Oh, this motherfucker. In that case. Was that a team I was looking for? Ah, yeah, Astra. Where was Sissy? Should be around here somewhere. Oh yeah, she's part of the police force. So she's with the other police ladies. Hey, yo, Denzel, welcome back. Are rebate systems and... Oh, rebate. I thought... I was looking at the word... you spelled rebate with... You spelled the word rebate, well, wrong. It's R-E-B-A-T-E instead of I-I-T. So because you spelled it that way, I was like, rebate? I was focusing a little bit too much on the word bait. But no, you're just trying to say rebate. As in, like, get stuff back. in gacha trap or worth it as a general rule, like the one in Enfield and Nikkei? Generally speaking, with the way that, well, no, let me back up. All rebate systems in gacha, hell, a rebate, just any rebate at all, technically speaking, is a scam. The rebate program itself in anything, not just gacha, but just anything in real life, to be honest. But especially in gacha, the rebate system itself should never be the pull factor. That's the thing. Excuse me, I got a cough. Excuse me. Because I'm sure, I don't need to tell you this, Memi, but I'm sure you've seen on like Twitter or just in other spaces, other like areas in gacha Twitter, right? Or just gacha social media in general, you've seen the backlashes that especially Hoyo games have received for putting in like their own rebate programs, right? You know, we never hear the end of Saint Tonda's always jerking himself off over how, oh, Hoyo is being so greedy and predatory by putting in their rebate systems, and as soon as Wuwa adds one, he goes completely fucking radio silent, or like, you know, he jerks himself off even more, saying something like, oh, when Wuwa does it's actually okay, because he's fucking retarded. You know, maybe a few more blowjobs that he can give to Tecton, and maybe he'll become at least, like, you know, minusculely more intelligent. Anyways, enough roasting that fucking little bitch. Rebate programs should never be the focus of those kinds of events. Again, not even talking about St. Tonda's here, but a lot of people out there love to fixate on the rebate program and be like, oh, you know, gachas are so greedy because of that. Oh, they want you to spend money. It's like, yeah, you're not wrong, but the point of rebate programs isn't to necessarily to get you to spend money, though obviously if that happens, you know, hey, you know, they'll take it. But it's more to reward players for the players who choose to spend money anyway. That's the point. The rewards in rebate programs in gacha games especially are never worth it. At least not so far as I've seen. They're never worth it to like start spending $100 right away. That's ridiculous. Like, that's not the point. Like, Hoyo, in Hoyo's case, they know that people are going to spend money anyway. It's a fucking anniversary. Of course people are going to spend money. So, the rebate programs, you should look at them more as like, you know, oh, here's the devs want to give something back to the players who always support them, or who decide to support them monetarily during this event. You shouldn't look at it as like a, oh god, Hoyo is being so greedy to try to get people to spend more money. It's like, bro, people are gonna spend money either way. They don't need to try that hard to get you to fucking spend money. Like, why do you think their gacha game is so fucking popular in the first place? That's not the point. The point is more so to reward their players. I mean, not just Hoyo. The point of any rebate program, you know, Kuro games included, is to reward their players for deciding to spend money on their game. So, just to answer your question, Memi, directly, technically speaking, yes, the rebate programs are always a trap. Though, I don't really like thinking of them that way. Because if you think of them that way, then that means that you see gacha games and their developers, for that matter, as this like predatory body whose one and only goal is to only fucking try to make money off you. I mean, some gacha games, especially the fucking Korean ones, you could say that more about. But for the Chinese gachas, at least, I don't want to go that far. So yeah, hopefully I answered your question, Memi.
を上となし狂乱はこれに次ぐ刀はもう育児なしはバイバイ雪の静か影響してせいチャンス無意味なあがきですはっ刀はもうファイア悩みに悩み飛んでいけそろそろ怒りますねやっはっはっ育児なしはバイバイ悪直残せいはっさだはっしれはっせいはっせいやっ刀はもうさや波乗りだ時間の無駄です
You agree when some players, when some free-to-play players roast the spending event, you're like, devs do want players to spend money. It's a gacha game, whether you like it or not, it's up to you. But these people spending money on Celebration isn't like allowed or anything like that. Like, here's the thing, right? If you're a free-to-play player, just because a rebate program comes out, like if devs suddenly if a gacha dev suddenly decides to do like a rebate program all of a sudden, right? For whatever reason, whether it's part of like anniversary or just hey, they just feel like doing one. That alone is not going to convince a lot of free-to-play players to suddenly start spending money. You know? Like the only way to start doing the only way to get to do that is at least with a rebate program is to give rewards that are so good that it convinces free-to-play players to break free-to-play for that. But the thing is, a lot of free-to-play players, like, a lot of them, like, you know, they want to stay free-to-play. Because they don't feel like it's normally worth it. They don't normally feel like it's worth spending money on a fucking gacha game, especially with how, you know, expensive it can be. You know? Like, with the way gacha devs like to do rebate programs currently, yeah, no, that shit ain't gonna do shit to convince free-to-play players to break free-to-play to spend money. Like that's realistically that's not gonna happen. Like yeah, sure, you might have a few people who might do that, but that's not really gonna move the needle, so to say. Also, another gripe that I think free-to-play players have is that the rebate programs like they're biased towards whales. That means because you know when whales spend money, then now they're just getting even more shit. It's like, well, here's the thing, buddy. Gacha games are not PvP. They're only PvE. So whatever the fuck people get out of spending money on a game, that shouldn't affect you, my dude. Like these whales aren't gonna show up be like, you know, fucking steamroll your fucking tiny dick ass with their fucking E6 characters and shit. That's not a thing. So why are you so concerned about what other people do on their own fucking accounts? Gacha games are single player for the most part. We all think it's multiplayer simply because we all fucking talk about the same shit constantly on fucking Twitter. Or at least, you know, the fucking new gen gacha players certainly do. Yeah, unless it's Epic 7, in which case, yeah, get fucked. But hey, it's a Korean gacha, so what'd you expect? Oh, also Smilegate. Fucking pieces of shit. So it's like, honestly, if you as a free-to-play player are bothered by a rebate program, sorry, that's a fucking skill issue. Maybe you should learn to not be so fucking jealous next time. Also, like, the current Star Rail rebate program that's going on right now, bro, the Star Rail rebate is dog shit. Holy fucking shit, that shit is bad. Like at least Wua's rebate program was actually somewhat good. And they gave you what? They let you pick a any free permanent not free, but they let you pick a permanent 5-star weapon. I got the fucking the 3.0 gauntlets for my Luke through that, and then what? They let you pick if you spend more money, they let you pick a copy of what, Shorekeeper or Jinshi, or I forget who the last character, I forget who the third character was, but I went with Shorekeeper, and that's when Shorekeeper's been great. Like Wua's rebate program is more. If free-to-play players decide to fucking bitch about Wua's rebate program, I'd at least be able to somewhat understand, because Wua's rebate program was actually pretty damn good. Compared to the Hoya ones, anyway. Well, Zenless was actually okay too, but Star Rail's rebate program, that shit is a joke. So how you gonna fucking bitch about Star Rail's rebate program, assuming that they are? Yeah, of course there would. Of course there have to be. It's fucking Star Rail. People bitch about Hoya games all the fucking time. Just look at Twitter. Just look at fucking Twitter right now. You like that Wuwa did Celebration rerun banners? I would have preferred if they did the rerun banners too, because even though in my Wuwa critique video that I put out like last week or so, I did say that I feel like Wuwa was doing a little bit too many reruns. Having more reruns is better than not having any, for what it's worth. And honestly, I don't think it's. I know a lot of Wuwa players out there are like, oh, Kuro didn't do reruns this time because because of the feedback, the quote unquote feedback they got last year. But no, I think this was a Tencent thing. I think Tencent told them not to, for some reason. Then again, I can't prove why. And now that I think about it, that doesn't exactly make a lot of sense. Because why wouldn't they let Kuro do more reruns? But I don't know. It's strange for sure why they didn't do it. Oh yeah, it was Camellia. Yeah, you're right, lady. Why didn't she counterattack? Funny how free-to-play players cry about rebate programs when they reward whales when the whales are what to keep the game running. Yeah, there's that argument too. Yeah. Like while I've explained before that in order to have a healthy gacha game ecosystem, as in terms of like a player ecosystem, you need to have a healthy amount of both free-to-play players and whales. Like, you can't have a community of just whales, though, technically it could work. But you can't have a community of just free-to-plays either, because, like, if everyone's a free-to-play and no one spends money on the game, how do you expect that game to survive? But ideally, you want to have a good, healthy mix of both. an active and vibrant free-to-play community and an active whale community that supports the game. Because yeah, you know, gacha games are free-to-play, and so if you're a free-to-play player yourself and you don't spend any money on the game, somebody has to spend money on it. Somebody has to play. Somebody has to pay for your ability to play the game for free. You know, shit ain't free. You know, very few things in life are. So yeah, like, you gotta have whales, man. So like, and especially because most gacha games are not PvP, so like, what does it matter what other people do on their accounts? Like, what does that have anything to do with you? It's like, yeah, why do free-to-play players bitch about rebate programs? I don't know, because they're fucking retarded, I guess? Or maybe they're jealous that they see whales spending money and getting even more shit than they usually do? I don't fucking know. Fire, electric, ether, physical. Oh, they want you to use... Is this Wolf Boss? No, it's not Wolf Boss. But... that's this is a fucking AOD coded boss if I've ever seen one. Oh, I just realized I don't have Arya's skin active. There we go. Have all the girls match. Countering the whole point of a gacha, which makes it funny. I mean, given how people are, given how a lot of people behave on Twitter and shit with their whole ass self-destructive fucking masturbatory behavior, it's like, are you really surprised? Also, yo, Sakura, welcome back, man. Free-to-play or low spenders should be happy that there are whales that keep their game running. I mean, it's not that free-to-plays can't ever complain about something that they see is unfair in a gacha game. It's just this is not one of them. A rebate program is definitely not one of them. And them complaining about a rebate program is really silly. I played that badly. I think I need to, what is it? I think I need to be more aggressive with the Arya. Favorite 2D gacha at the moment? Probably Arknights. Yeah, gacha games have done rebate programs even before Hoyo ever started doing them. But I mean, hey, it's understandable. Most Hoyo players don't ever play any other gacha outside of the Hoyo sphere, or at least, you know, outside of the big gacha sphere. So yeah, no, of course they wouldn't do it. Of course they wouldn't know. Hoyo players don't really play Nikke. I mean, why would they when they're too busy bitching about bad character designs? Bro, imagine showing one of those bad character design fucking absolute fucking squatters, not even tourists, squatters, on Twitter. Imagine showing one of those fucking retards what Nikke gameplay looks like. Bro, imagine. Holy fucking shit, dude. Top 3 MILFs in gacha? That's a very specific question. I'd have to go through all my gacha games to give you a concrete answer. Why the fuck do we want MILFs when lollies exist? Oh, well, because, for one, it's good to have a variety. Okay, yeah, there's my 25K. And I don't know. you might think you're into lollies, but hey, give a MILF a try, or at least give some fat titties, give some fat milkers a try. You never know. Plenty of Blue Archive players out there who initially thought that they were exclusively into lollies, but then give them a couple months with Blue Archive, and all of a sudden, oh hey, wait a minute, they like a character with some fat fucking titties or something. It turns out, you never know. You gotta keep your eye. You gotta have an open mind, Okay, there's my 25k. Fire and electric. Oh, I think they want me to use Orphe? Yeah, I think they want me to use Orphe.
ダオちゃんの価値ちゃんと見極めてね。
どうか。
そろそろ本番かし。我らを。やっほー。君のシードだよ。
また。
Hey, Karen Nurse, welcome back. Glad to see that I'm enjoying it. Yeah, only problem is that I wish I had more time to actually sit down and grind it. My schedule this week has not been very kind to me, but I will try to do another dedicated, Another dedicated NTE stream, maybe on Monday or something. We shall see. Hey, yo, Crazy Wolf. He's gonna be lurking. Yeah, that's fine. Not gonna be a long stream today anyway, so yeah. Or if his skill didn't go through this. Well, that's funny. I'm gonna kill this guy without even hitting 25k yet. Huh. I felt that run was pretty good. Maybe I should be more aggressive during its stun phases. I could have also killed the initial starting few enemies a little bit faster too. Do I like Zhao? Oh, and Zenless? She's alright. I wish I got the chance to use her, play her more. I think recently with how the Deadass and the Shiyu defense bosses have been laid out, I actually have been using Zhao more. So I appreciate her as like a second buff option for my Yexin Guang. Don't you have Sissy? I do, but this dude's weak to fire, so I figured I'd bring Orphe instead of Sissy. Same thing. I did play it worse there, but trying to play that team better might take a little longer than just replacing Orphe with who is it?
ダオちゃんの価値
With
ちゃんと見
Sissy.
極めてね。そろそろ本番かしら。やっほ、それじゃあ行こっか。ビッグシード。
Should have used the Astra's ult first. Oh yeah, look at that. I already hit 25k. I wonder if I wonder if Sissia, the reason why it's so easy to hit 25k there with Sissia is specifically because Sissia has a godly amount of has a godly high hit count. Because holy fuck, Sissia just attacks so fucking fast. Like her hit count is ridiculously high. Zenless has a few dojins. Yeah, Zenless don't have a ton of dojins. It does have a fuck ton of fan art though. But I mean, yeah, duh. She also does a fuck ton of days. Yeah, that's right. Because she like converts something in her stat into like stun or something. I forget what.
はや名数は尽きた。無限
Hoyo makes so much money if they did like Golden Week bikinis for Zenless. Yeah, and it would also have the added side benefit of hopefully finally chasing away those fucking squatters for good too. So yeah, at this point I say yeah, fuck it. Hopefully Hoyo does have the balls to put in like some truly scandalous, quote unquote scandalous skins. Damn. Should watch Mana versus Daigo? I tried to, but I ended up falling asleep like I usually do. I'm always so exhausted after food delivery that whenever I come back from home, I can't really stay awake for more than a couple hours. And Daigo versus Menno is like at like, I don't know, fucking 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, no. I did see the final score though. Hey yo, Mr. J, welcome back in. Hey, Max Knight, you ended up getting the car skin early. That's good. This is the anomaly stage. Oh, we're supposed to use. We were supposed to use the angels here, or at least Vivian, I assume. Looks like we'll do better. Looks like I'll do good enough here where we should be able to do it. Only got like less than like 500 points left to go. Whenever I see Ether stage, I usually default to my Yishuan team. Yeah, what is it? Ether anomaly, ice anomaly. Why specifically ice anomaly? Doesn't even have ice weakness either way. Okay, did I do Deadass? Yeah, okay, I already did Deadass. Good. Thought for a second I didn't get Deadass then. Technically, let's see. Technically, I should be done for today. I may do a late night stream after I come back from work today, just to play some either just to get some more Zenless done, or to play some to sit down and grind a little bit more NTE. But I'm not sure. That assumes I'll be able to stay awake for like long into like fucking like 2 hours when I come back anyway. Let's see. Weekly mission is to get 3 area patrols done. Let's see. Do these. Attack percent. It might roll AP, so we'll leave it at that. Electric damage. This is still on Prometheus set, right? Crit rate. Nah, this one's trash. Defense percent. Yeah, fuck that. Impact. This is in some weird universe. Maybe impact might be okay. I mean, it's at least got defense sub. Fire damage bonus. It's got AP and pen, but the set is ice damage. I'll keep it anyway, just in case. Defense percent, HP, pen, sure, keep that. 5 disc, HP set. Actually, yeah, that's perfect. Yishuan in a golden week in a golden bikini is too crazy. I haven't seen one personal, and let me see if I can find one for research purposes, of course. Oh yeah, there's plenty. Why did I think she wouldn't have any? Oh yeah, no, there's plenty to go around. Honestly, though, particularly on Yishuan, I would actually propose something even better, an upgrade to the golden bikini. How about we try a golden slingshot bikini? This one's crazy. Oh yeah, no, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, this one's good. Promea, but I guess he don't have ice weakness. And besides, that doesn't make sense because Promea won't come out for at least another week and a half. And by that point, this cycle of Deadass will only have like at most a couple more days left on it. So it doesn't make sense to make this a Promea biased what is it, Shiyu cycle yet. Next Shiyu cycle, yeah, sure, they'll make it Promea favored, but not this time, not this cycle. It doesn't make sense. Like with Fenny. Their entire seasons just got the winter season. Yeah, they showed that off. Well, we've known that for a while. Yeah, you can get a winter. It can start snowing in the city. Yeah. Doesn't Premiere come out in like 2 days? I don't think so. Oh, she does. What the fuck? Then why do some of our events? Yeah, you're right, because we did get the preview stream like a while back, like a week ago. Yeah, last week, and it wasn't like this week or anything. Yeah, no, you're right. So in that case, why? Oh no, you're right. No, we just got. I was looking at this and I saw it was like, oh, this one has 10 days left on. Okay, we still have a week and a half left to go. No, you're right. It is. She is next week. Oh shit. Oh, specifically, she's in fucking 3 days. I swear I could have seen one of these events also still be around, still stick around for like what 10 more days or something, but I guess not, huh? All right. Well, shit. If I do another stream later tonight after I come back from work, then yeah, it's definitely gonna be a Zenless catch-up stream. Yeah, better get to those events. I know, and I think somebody told me that the hot pot event takes a while too. So, yep. God fucking damn it. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I don't know why the battle against negative reviews event like lasts for like another 10 days. I'm not sure what the deal with that is, but I mean, good for me, I guess. It buys me a little bit more time. Maybe like an hour and a half. Well, hour and a half is still a pretty long time for it to get an event done, but it is our major event, so shouldn't exactly be surprised with that. Actually, Parmea, pretty sure you changed your name, but that's fine. What is it? I remembered you saying that what Shiyu might have that one Shiyu defense boss might be what Parmea favorite. Actually, now that you mention it, now that you brought it up, yeah, no. If Parmea is next week, I thought she was in a week and a half. If she's next week, then yeah, sure. I guess you could say that the Shiyu defense boss is Parmea favorite already. Consider it just cycled in through. It just cycled what in yesterday. Some are shorter, some are longer. Yeah, naturally. But yeah, no. Just gonna have to spend tonight and tomorrow, I suppose, catching up. Can't believe Genshin still has no skip button. Yeah, well, it is what it is. At the very least, Genshin is now has gone back to being the only gacha game that doesn't have a skip button. Because it used to be that and Star Rail. Chaos Zero Nightmare very briefly, for like the first like what month or so, maybe first 3 months, briefly didn't have a skip button, but it eventually put one in. Though it's more like a Star Rail type skip button where it's like, oh, you have to constantly fucking spam the skip button. So is it really a skip button? It's better than nothing though. But yeah, no. Yeah, a matter of fact, Frizzle, I think next week I will make a video talking about why gacha games must have a skip button. The reason for that is because earlier this week I came across this tweet from some fucking dipshit named maybe some of you guys know who this guy is or who I'm talking about here. This dipshit who calls himself Gacha Truth on Twitter. Like he's some fucking budget ass retarded Trump, which is kind of redundant because you know retarded Trump. Anyways, he had a recent tweet earlier this week arguing that it's actually good that Genshin has a skip button because it forces Genshin story writers to actually make a good story. And I'm just sitting here like, are you actually that fucking retarded? You call yourself Gacha Truth, and yet you come out with the most untruthful thing you could say about gacha games. Are you actually fucking retarded? Which fucking insane asylum did your ass fucking escape from? Can you use Arya, Saria, and Promeon? I don't know. Promeon's not even out yet. I don't know. Maybe? I mean, Nangong, we know Nangong primarily buffs, who is Arya. So, I don't think you need to have Shinatsu. But Shinatsu is your support, is your buffer there, so... I don't know. I mean, we already know Promea is Anomaly, so... Runner with Yuzua, I guess? Heard, Nangong made Miyabi Giga Broken. I think I remember hearing that, last week? In a recent Zenless stream that I did. Where somebody suggested I run, Nangong with, Miyabi. Because, yeah, apparently Miyabi, those two work really well together for some reason. I don't know why. I don't think I've ever, tried that duo myself. But, yeah. Funny how, Miyabi refuses to die. Every time she starts slipping in the meta standings, yeah, Hoyo's like, no, back up the top tier you go, and they, put out another character that fucking, drags her ass back into top tier. Hey, Senalava, thanks for stopping by. You saw that tweet too. Also saw another person saying Genshin will never add a skip button because of money, saying that if they add a skip button, people can just make reroll accounts and get a whole bunch of free pulls. That doesn't make sense to me. If the dude just stopped his argument as because of money, then I'd sort of understand, because Genshin is the biggest gacha game in the world, and so it can do stuff that other gacha games simply can't, or would have a much harder time getting away with. So in that sense, the whole money argument I would actually agree with. It's actually one of the things I'll talk about in my own video itself next week or so, hopefully. But if that's his justification, then no, that makes no sense. Because why the fuck would Hoyo give a shit about people making reroll accounts? Well, what's that gonna do? There's no account transfer. If there were such a thing as account transfer, where you could transfer like entire characters in between accounts, like you can maybe in like an MMO or something like that, then yeah, sure. But even then, that skip button doesn't have anything to do with that. Like, where's the logic here? Like, even if that were the case, how the fuck does the game having a skip button or not, like, why does that matter? Like, maybe in the narrow sense that, oh, because you can skip through story, you can get pulls really super fast and like that. It's like, even if that were the case, it's like, well, the thing about rerolling is that you all, if you're serious about rerolling gacha accounts, like in any gacha game, not just Genshin, you have to figure out like what's optimal, right? How much, like, what is the most efficient time spent rerolling your account, or how should I say? People have to figure out like what the most optimal, the most efficient method of like rerolling accounts is, right? You don't want to constantly spend more time on story just to get more pulls, because that means every single reroll attempt you do just takes that much longer. So even if that were the case, even if Genshin did have a skip button and people could be like, oh, people can start skipping story to get more pulls, it's like they can only skip so much before they have to start like actually using those pulls. So like the amount of like influence that a skip button has there is limited, to be honest. But that's not the case, so that's not even relevant. It's like, how many free pulls are they really talking about here? Like, in my opinion, not a whole fucking lot, dude. And besides, rerolling in Genshin, like, are you fucking serious? What are you rerolling for exactly? Well, then you're gonna get 2 Noels and one multi, and one of your 2 fucking beginner multi banner, beginner fucking banners. instead of just one Noelle? I don't fucking know. I guess if you really like Noelle, then sure, but you know, I think when people re-roll gacha accounts, they're trying to look for they're trying to look for a fucking 5-star, or you know, the top rarity character. It's like, what? Also, hey Peter, welcome to the stream, man. You're catching me at the end of the stream here. I'm about to head out pretty soon. I'm just chatting with I'm just talking with chat for a little bit before I go. Rerolling in Genshin of like Maoiko. Sure, yeah, I guess. Now that you pointed out, Finkel, sure. If like there's a particular character who's either extremely meta or just a waifu for you or husbando for you, then sure, yeah, I can kind of see you rerolling specifically for that character, maybe. But like, guess what? If you care about rerolling for characters, at least in terms of meta, that kind of implies you also care about, you know, meta. So it's like, oh, cool, you pulled Maoika. Guess what? You gotta pull all the other characters too. You got 3 more characters you gotta pull for if you want to go for like a meta Maoika team. Guess what? You know, congratulations, you re-roll for Maoika. Now you gotta wait for fucking Sit Lolly's reroll. You gotta wait for fucking, well, Bennett's you know, 4 stars, so you don't have to wait too long for his ass at least. But you gotta wait for Sit Lolly's rerun. You gotta wait for Zealand's rerun. All right, cool, dude. 1 down, 2 more to go, bitch. Hey, I'd love to try to see you re-roll for those 2 characters too, fucker. Hey, Kenza, how's it going, man? The day's been alright so far. Though I do have to go. I do have to go pretty soon. Is it worth re-rolling an NTE? Not really, bro. NT. Like, don't take this the wrong way. I'm just raising my voice here, just because, you know, my tone here. I'm not saying it this way because I'm like angry at you or whatever. But like, bro, NTE, the game literally gives you your starting character for well, I say for free, but yeah, basically it's for free. The game lets you like pick which S rank character you want to start the game with. And not only that, but tomorrow, or by tomorrow I should say, the devs are going to drop us another free S rank selector too, that you could just use right away. So that means that you can start NTE with your 2 favorite S rank characters. Why do you need to reroll at that point? Like, I don't know, maybe to see if you can get if you can get lucky and get, like, you know, another S rank character off your standard banners. But like, bro, like, at that point, like, if you really want to reroll at that point, like, sure, go ahead, man. But I don't know. I feel like the need, there's never a need, the need to reroll an account in NTE is just not, like, I don't know. I feel like it's not worth it. Like, dude, the game gives you two free S rank characters to start the game with, dude. Like, maybe I can see people re-rolling to see if they can get Nunnally. Because, for example, because what is it? The base chance to get an S rank character in NT is actually really high at like just under 2%. Whereas, you know, we're used to big gacha players are used to like sub 1% top rarity rates, right? Genshin is fucking 0.6%. Zenless Star Rail is like 0.8, something like that. Enfield is much better at like, I don't know, around 0.8% too, or something like that. But yeah, NTE is like 2% basically. So I can see people re-rolling to see if they can get Nunnally, to see if they get Nunnally like really fast. Because I got lucky and I got Nunnally super fast off of my second multi. So I can see people re-rolling for her. So that way they can save as many pulls as possible going forward into Hotori's banner in like 2 weeks. But that's literally the only reason why. You should not be re-rolling to see if you can get like, you know, a third perma S rank character. That, I don't know if that's really worth it at that point. Maybe for Nunnally, but that's it. It is 1.8%. Yeah, but I believe your first character, the first copy of your character is guaranteed to be limited to be the rate up, right? And you know, most people are just gonna pull the first copy and that's it. And I'm those people, or yeah, I'm one of those people. So, but yeah, maybe for Nunnally, but not for the any of the S rank, the perma S ranks. So yeah, it's like PGR. You love it, yeah, dude. The first big gacha to have like, hey, to be like, hey, yo, your first copy of character is guaranteed, man. So yeah, no, it's really a fucking breath of fresh air. No need to worry if you know, for most of us who, you know, only pull for one copy of character and that's it. It's like, yeah, bro, that's such a nice breath of fresh air. Somebody said, on average, I mean, the base chance to get an S rank character in NT is, you know, it's 1.87%. And to be honest with you, Crazy Wolf, if you think those dice pulls that they do on like the dice board animation thing is truly RNG, it's like it's not. It's just a fancy animation, dude. All your gacha pulls are predetermined. As soon as you hit the pull gacha. So if you're saying that NT probably is not 2% because of like the because of how the dice board is like set, if you're saying that because of how like the Monopoly board is like set up, then well that's not how it works. Unless you're talking about something else that I'm not getting, but NT is actually really easy to reroll in because it only takes like 15 minutes per reroll. But there's not really much incentive to do it anyway. Yeah, exactly. I guess there's that whole little catch-22. Well, I guess it's nice to know that you can reroll pretty easily anyway in NTE. Yeah. If you really want to. But yeah, no, I'll have that video about the skip button out hopefully by sometime next week. Pretty much, NT's gacha is basically PGRs, but with sub pity, whereas PGR has no sub pity. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm assuming PGR must have a spark pity, but it doesn't have the same like soft pity at like 70, for example, like most of our big gachas do, right? You'll get Hathor, however you say your name, tomorrow, so your non-only team will complete. Yeah, same here. I'll be picking up Hathor tomorrow off the selector. PGR 60. Wow, really? Just 6 multis and you just get the character immediately? That's pretty good. Well, not just pretty good, that's really good, actually. You hope NT put some pressure on Kura and Hoyo. All competition's good in the gacha scene. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Amen to that, brother. Competition breeds innovation. That, and I mean, you could say it the other way around too. You could argue that NT kind of had to come out with like a much more player friendly gacha just right out the gate. In order to like be able to compete in the big gacha market, because yeah, all these new gacha games coming out these days, you know, they got to give players a reason to come play their game instead of the other games that are already out, you know. Otherwise, there's no way they're gonna be able to survive. So yeah. Both are correct in that sense, I would say. 6 multis for a 20. Okay, so it's more like a blue archive type thing. Oh no, you're just talking about the weapon banner. Yeah, no. Weapon banner is basically Enfield weapon gacha, except you don't have to convert you don't have to pull limited character banner first in order to get weapon arsenal tickets, and then to pull, you know, and then you can pull weapon gacha. It's just no, you can just pull weapon gacha anytime you want. Bro, it's not base chance. Purple boxes have 0.2, not 2% of hitting A rank or hitting S rank. Gold boxes have a 3% base chance. Yes, Crazy Wolf, I get that, but I don't think you understand. I don't think you get that the dice rolls are like they're determined already by the time you like at the moment you click, you know, pull gacha. Like as soon as you spend those as soon as you spend your pulls, your dice rolls are already determined, and the game is just playing out an animation for you. So, like if the game determines that, oh hey, you rolled an S rank here, it's going to set up the dice rolls in a way where it's going to give you an S rank. So I guess those percentages that you're coming out, that you're spitting at me, those only apply when you don't get an S rank. Maybe, I guess, I don't know. Because hey, if the 2% wasn't a base chance, then explain to me how I got fucking Nunnally in 2 multis. Hather, is she good? Somebody in my Twitch chat says that she's part of who is it? Nanali's BIS team, I guess. So she has to be. I guess she has to be good. But multis cost 2,500. Oh, and NTE, so they're more expensive. So they're more expensive than what is it? Than character multis. That's odd. But hey, I guess technically it's still better than Enfield's, but if Genshin players want a better game, WoW needs to step up its game, because it's Genshin's main competition, not Star Rail, like some people think. I mean, to be honest with you, like if we're going to sit here and seriously talk about gacha competition, WoW isn't really much competition. Like, yes, WoW can also make a lot of money too, but like culturally and just in terms of sheer player base, it doesn't come close to the Hoyo games. Like Genshin, like forget Genshin, like it's more comparable to like say a WoA, or sorry, a Zenless. That doesn't even come close to Star Rail either, to be honest. But, you know, despite it not being the same size, it's just, it's still good that WoW exists. Because, yeah, some competition is better than nothing. Would you say that Zenless is the best Hoyo game in terms of, like, how friendly it is to its players? Yes. But it's also at the same time simultaneously the most unappealing to standard Hoyo players. And I'm not even talking about the whole fucking bad character design that a lot of fucking Zenless squatters on Twitter love to fucking rant about every time they come out with a new female character, which is basically all the time. Like, I'm not even talking about that. Zenless is the third big Hoyo gacha game. At this point, most Hoyo players, if they play more than one gacha to begin with, are already got their hands full playing Genshin and Star Rail. These people don't really play much gacha outside of Hoyo. Most gacha players don't. So they either play Genshin or Star Rail, maybe both, on the rare occasion that they actually do play both. But very rarely will you find anybody who plays more than that. And the reason why Star Rail was able to succeed as well as it has is because it's like the hyper casual friendly gacha game. Like Genshin is casual friendly for sure, but even in Genshin you still kind of have to play the game yourself. You know, even if it is super simple for casual players to get get an idea of what how to play the game. It's like, oh, use your skill, combine elements to do some fun stuff, and that's about it. But Star Rail, bro, it's a fucking turn-based game with an auto button. So people can just play that shit. The game just plays itself. Perfect for casuals. So all they gotta do is press that funny little arrow button on the top right corner of the screen and just just watch their characters do cool shit. They don't have to play the fucking game themselves. So that alone, once casual players like realize that, oh buddy, Star Rail, it was a wrap. Oh, Star Rail's success is fucking secured for generations to come. But Zenless is by far the most mechanically demanding gacha, as in, when I say mechanically demanding, I say you actually have to play the fucking game yourself. You know? You can, there's at least an argument with Genshin where, like, it's Genshin's gameplay, like, sure, you do have to play the game yourself, but, like, elemental reactions, like, do a lot of the heavy lifting. There's no elemental reactions in Zenless. You gotta play that shit yourself. Like, you gotta know how to dodge, you gotta know how to counter / parry, you gotta know how your characters work. Because if you don't know how the characters work, you ain't doing shit. Well, you still can, but you're missing out on, like, you know, for example, back when fucking, what was the name? Yidhari came out, right? Back when fucking Yidhari came out in Zenless, when was it? Like last year? However long she's been in the game for. Where is she? Like, back when Yidhari came out, I didn't know how to play her properly. So like for the first like 2-3 months that I was playing her, I didn't even do like her best move, which was to what? Hold left click, hold her charge attack, let her get hit, and then use her skill when she's got meter. And she goes into this like special animation where she does like an enhanced version of her skill. Or you stun somebody and you do the same thing, just so you don't have to get hit because obviously, you know, enemies are stunned. So she just goes straight into her enhanced skill. Like, I spent the first like 2-3 months not knowing she could do that. And so, like, you know, by the time, you know, we started getting tougher dead-ass bosses, I was like, wait a minute, why is my Yidhari team not working here when she could clear the fucking hunter boss easily before? And, you know, that was my chat taught me, like, no, you're not using her enhanced skill. And they taught me how to do it. I was like, oh, that's why. And suddenly, you know, my Yidhari team started doing better because of that. Like, you gotta know how your characters work. Like, you gotta know how to play the game on a mechanical level. If you don't, your ass, the game is gonna fucking hand your ass to you. Like, having to actually play a gacha is by far the biggest barrier to casuals when it comes to gacha. At least in this modern era of gacha games. Before Genshin, pre-2020, in the era of old school gacha games, this wasn't nearly as much of an issue, because people back then who got into gacha games at least had they understood that, yeah, you kind of need to play the game. Not really so much these days anymore. Not with all the normies coming into the scene. Now that we have all these fuck-ass normies who all their anime experience was before playing gacha was, oh, they got into anime when COVID hit. It's like, yeah, no, they don't have that mindset. They don't have that grind set. Having to actually play a gacha, like actually having to grind this shit is completely foreign to them. Do I think WoW is less popular? Like, a lot less popular? It's a lot less popular than people think it is. In terms of, I'm coming at this from a player-based perspective, and from like a, how should I say, cultural impact perspective. WoW simply does not have the same, again, to use the phrase here, cultural impact that Genshin does. The way I know is look at anime conventions, bro. When you go to an anime convention these days, how many WoW cosplayers do you see? As opposed to the fucking truckloads, the fucking, you know, absolute busloads of Genshin or even Star Rail cosplay, just Hoyo cosplayers in general. What are my favorite dojins and tags? Oh, I think you asked me a similar question before. Favorite tag. This might turn some people off, but my all-time favorite tag is pregnancy. I like seeing my girls with a nice little baby bump. I don't know if this is really a tag, but my favorite position is standing missionary. That shit is hot. But I don't know if that's a tag. That's more of like a position. But if it counts, it counts. I thought I was about to say NTR. No. Like, it's kind of funny how NTR dojins tend to have a lot of really great artists. And hey, I will read those dojins just because the art is hot. But, do I enjoy NTR necessarily? No. Not really. Remember me saying this last time? Yeah. I said it before. I'll say it again. You're addicted playing with addicted to playing Mahjong and NT. I mean, it's there for a reason. You see Zodan's video about the Season 1 Puritan Zenless? No. Maybe I'll watch it. Because I do plan to make a rant video about all the fucking all the fucking squatters and tourists going absolute ape shit crazy right now on Twitter. So maybe I'll watch Zodan's video as like a precursor. Star Rail is mostly hours of yapping, barely any fights or battles. Yeah, but to be fair, when they do happen, when you do get a cutscene, they're usually pretty damn well made. But that's exactly what casuals want. Like the casuals, the fucking new gen anime fans, and by corollary, the new age gacha fans, they want to see hype. They want to see hype aura farming moments. Like, they care more about that than the actual good story. A better question is, do I think Hoyo will try to make Zenless easier to play in order to appeal to more casuals? That's a good question that I'm not sure if I have the answer to. I don't know. Given the way Zenless has been going, just from a gameplay perspective, no, not. I don't think that's gonna happen. But who knows? We'll see. You've been reading that Zenless doesn't sell as well as the other two games, but at the same time, you see people say that Zenless is the most well-known Hoyo game in Asia, so you have no idea, to be honest. Here's the thing. The people... Right now, it's the start of the month, right? So right now, you see a lot of fucking gacha retards on Twitter, both from WoWA and Hoyo games. So this goes for everybody. I'm not trying to like single out one demographic here over the other. But I guess in the context of this argument that I'm trying to talk about here, I guess I am looking at the Hoyo crowd right now. But anyways, let's back up for a second. The people bitching about or like just talking about gacha revenue right now, because again, start of the month, fucking, you know what time it is. Time for people to fucking fucking jerk themselves off over, oh my god, my gacha made this much money last month, and fucking shit like that. Absolute dog shit discourse like that. When people talk about that, they're only like I should have already explained it to you. They're only really talking about money in the narrow, very shallow sense of, oh, how much did my gacha make? How much more money did my gacha make over that gacha? Super fucking dog shit, tribalistic, fucking fuck ass, mental retardation. Nothing deeper than that. And besides, if any of those fuckers on Twitter try to talk about like gacha revenue any deeper than that, I guess first of all, I mean, props to them for trying. But second of all, they still have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Most people who talk about that shit only play the big gachas. And so when they look at fucking, let's say for example, OG Arknights making more money than like say Zenless Zone Zero, they're like, how did this happen? How did Arknights, OG Arknights make more money than Zenless? How is this possible? Not knowing that OG Arknights is actually extremely popular in mainland China. It's actually one of the biggest gacha games in China, OG Arknights that is. It makes a fuck ton of money. How do you think Enfield happened? How the fuck do you think Enfield happened, bruh? And mind you, Hypergriff, the devs behind OG Arknights, they didn't have to go to fucking Tencent for a loan like Kuro Games did. Why? Because OG Arknights is that popular and that successful already. They are their own publisher, just like Hoyo is. Well, then again, technically, they publish under Yostar in Japan or something. I'm pretty sure. But maybe under, maybe even China too. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if Hypergrip publishes under Yostar in mainland China. I'm pretty sure they do in Japan though. Anyways, you know, they can afford to at least, you know, to a certain degree, be their own publisher. Kuro Game can't really. I will say this though, the people who say that, the people saying that, oh, Zenless doesn't sell as well as Genshin and Hoyo, they are right, but they don't know why. The simple reason is because Zenless is the third Hoyo gacha. By its very nature, it was never going to be as successful as Genshin and Hoyo. Especially not with how successful those games are already. Genshin being the fucking revolutionary gacha that it is, and then Star Rail basically being like the casual mecca, right? The mecca for casual gacha players. Cause like, how do you do better than a gacha game that literally plays itself? Zenless Zone Zero, just from a revenue standpoint, I'm sorry, is especially with how it plays and what kind of a gacha game it was never going to be as successful as Genshin or Hoyo. So anybody looking at the revenue charts right now, or at least in the last few months, being like, hey, look, see, we were right, Zenless is never going to be as successful as Lucy. Like, bro, fuck out of here. It's like, yeah, thanks for saying the fucking obvious, a fucking retard. Like, that's part of the reason why Zenless Zone Zero is by far the most generous Hoyo game, because they're trying to get more people to start playing Zenless. If they knew Zenless was going to be as popular as the two other games, why the fuck would they even bother? It's not like they're that generous with Star Rail either. Yeah, Zenless is about to EOS. Yeah, holy fucking shit, dude. They're genuinely glad Zenless isn't as famous. I wouldn't go that far myself, Luca. I understand where you're coming from with that, but if you truly love a gacha game, or just any game in general, you want it to be as successful as possible. So that way you can share your love of the game with as many other people as possible. It's just unfortunate that with more people come more, you know, fucking dipshits. But you shouldn't let those dipshits affect how you perceive your gacha. Because if you do, if you ever get to that point, you have to question why you were a fan of that gacha to begin with. You're not really a fan of a gacha or just the game in general if you let the behavior and the actions of other people affect how you see that game or how you see that gacha. There are exceptions, of course, but those exceptions usually have to be pretty damn extreme to sway the needle. But so far, that hasn't, despite all the fucking absolute fucking retards, bitching about Zenless this, Zenless that, that hasn't happened yet, thankfully. Did I see St. Ton is gonna attack NTE? I mean, I'm not surprised, dude. And hey, did I not fucking call it? Did I not fucking call it in my St. Tonda's hater manifesto video that, hey, look, how much you want to bet St. Tonda is just going to do a fucking 180 and fucking roast NTE too? Did I not fucking call it? Fucking little piece of fucking shit cum stain. His mom should have fucking swallowed. John Seaman, the same person. I mean, dude, John Seaman is one of St. Tonda's fucking fanboys, dude. They're in the same discords together. Anyways, I would love to sit here and continue ranting, but I should have ended the stream like 30 minutes ago. So I gotta get out of here. Work calls, and I gotta go eat something before I starve for the next like fucking 5 hours. But yeah, I enjoyed. It was fun talking with y'all with just gacha. I will be back late. I think I'll be back later tonight because I do have to catch up with with NT events, as you can see here. I haven't done any of the events so far, so I have to get them done. So I will most likely do a late night stream. I'll probably be a lot more chill. I certainly won't be yelling like I am right now, just because of noise curfew. But yeah, I'll probably be back later tonight. So if you guys are still gonna be around for in like about 5 or 6 hours, then keep an eye out for my stream and we can hang out again. But yeah, I will be back in about 5 or 6 hours hopefully, so I can do some catch up on Zenless. But yeah. In the meantime, I will send guys over to Mr. Fobmaster. Oh. He's streaming right now, right? Yeah, he is. All right, good. Yeah, I'll send you guys over to Mr. Fobmaster. Hang on in his stream while you're waiting for me to come back. While you wait for me to come back. But yeah, hang on with him. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I'm getting out of here now. But yeah, take care everybody, and I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend so far. And we will see you guys in another I'll see you guys in another 5 or 6 hours or so. But yeah.